Hey everyone, welcome back. It's your friendly neighborhood biochemist, and today we're doing a VOD review for uh Matet Salvatet. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. This is King of the Hill on LiveFire. Let's get started. Gonna try and hit the curve slide. So one thing to note is you have help right here, so be mindful of that on your starting strat.
Hill ready.
So I believe you can actually crouch jump up to that. I don't know if you can do it from right there, but I remember... No, never mind. I'll have to do testing. I don't know if you can. This is a good start. Way good start. Let's grab the sniper.
Enemy team took the hill.
Let's think about map control right here. Ooh.
Active camo available.
So if you go, like right here is not a bad spot, but your reticle is not the right place, right? You want to be looking into A, like legit where the enemy spawn is actually where I'd be looking, right? Because I know they spawn back there, but I'd either be like top mid, because like if you get shot right here, usually like, yeah, there's another guy, like you can see just bigger than the red scope. Usually there's two people in A, and you can get killed pretty fast. So I usually tend to hold back by C on like top mid and just get shots into A, but be able to back down. So that was just an overextended extension of cover. Basically, you want to like play this wall right here. Like you can play right here if you look, and you can peek, shoot, and you can just dip out. And play your life. So usually for this hill, I like C control. So I would have been like going dice, and I would have been getting shots from like the dice bridge onto B, and then maybe rotating nest depending on like how the kills go. Or maybe I go pillars too. Oh, I wouldn't have dropped down. This is a bad spot to be in, especially with a sniper. Good win. Yeah, so if you have the sniper, you just want to put yourself in a position to help your team out. So basically there or here are like perfect positions because you can see you have higher line of sights, right? Like here, if you're up on top of nest, you can see sandbags and big door. You can see a lot of big door pretty early, and so I think it's a good spot. But you also have a way to play your life. I think that's super important. You can also see sandbags. And if they do push up to C, you do have a way to play your life too. Let's see. Let's just get the ball rolling. Good shot. Good job recognizing they were going to start, like, play A. I don't really think this is a bad death, but it was a bad death, actually, because, yeah, now it's a 3v3. I definitely think you should have played your life right here, just so your teammates could have helped you. And you could have got, like, numbers, because, like, it is the first hill, they have more time, so I think this was a bad death. All you gotta do is play your life and just wait for your team to help you. Maybe you die a little bit sooner, maybe you do more damage, but who knows. Alright, and if I'm guessing where he's gonna spawn, I'm just gonna look at the teammates. My guy died there. They just came off C, so they're probably spawning C, so I'm guessing I'm gonna spawn A. Alright, so if I was to spawn right here, it would tell me that I basically need to go help my teammate. I need to go big door. Even Sands works. Yeah, Sand does work too. Now, you're the last guy alive right now. You're technically the first spawner because the other guy died, so it's super important you don't die here. And I would probably just start rotating to C. Or just stay here. Either way, like, once that hill completes, if you, like... Yeah, I think it took way too much damage right there. You should have backed down when you, like, were two shot. Since you were technically the last guy. red cleans that guy up.
Hill control.
So someone needs to go top tower. So like if you get here first and you have a teammate on the hill and no one goes top tower, go top tower. Yeah, if you were top tower, this whole situation would have been different. I'm pretty sure the repulsor was down. Yeah, hold on, you'll see it. There's the repulsor right there above your head. You could have grabbed that and baited this dude off the cliff. I can tell you were kind of kill hungry. Like, you really didn't need to do this. This dude was playing his life. Your teammate should have been like, I don't know if he had low shields, but he should have just kept challenging this guy. I don't know why he didn't.
Enemy team took the hill.
So when you get a spawn like this too, you want to say, hey, I spawned green, right? So your team knows that. Looks like you're the first up though. Oh, nope, you still have one guy alive. Basically, you just got to go rush to help him. That's your goal.
Enemy team took the hill.
Play your life, yep. So how you're playing your life right here is not smart, right? Like, this dude is pushing, he's holding forward, right? Like, you don't want to like stick in the spot. You should have ducked down and got behind him. Basically, like if you would have ducked down behind him, you could have controlled nest still, and you probably would have got a back smack on him.
Enemy team.
Sometimes playing your life is just predicting what the enemy is gonna do. I definitely would have thought that dude would have like pushed up to me because I'm low. Spawn day. So we see our teammates in a fight. We're having a teammate lag behind. Some decent shots down. Yeah, I wouldn't have held forward into that position. Like, you could shoot them from so many different positions right here. Like, backing up the dice is smart. I really want to see you go top tower more. None of you are really going top tower. So at the moment you spawn in, if you can, go top tower. Give yourself an advantage over the enemy. And that dude just pushed by himself. It's a 2v3. You might be able to do a lot of damage in this. That dude dropped down on you.
Hill control.
So it looks like they have like a huge number advantage compared to you guys. Because right now they're in a 2v3, it looks like. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't drop down. Oh yeah, drop down now for sure, actually. I don't know what your sensitivity is at. Maybe you might need to dial, either you just need to train your shot or dial your sensitivity in just a bit more. Maybe it needs to be down. Looks like you kind of windmilled just a little bit. If it was me, I'd just stick what it is and just train it a bit more. Okay, sweet. So we see that we have 2 guys down. This guy's probably about to die. Super important that if you go this way, that you don't die. Like, live up. You can deal damage, but you gotta live up.
Hill control.
That's unfortunate.
Enemy team took the hill.
Okay, so when you spawn here, yeah, we have teammates over there. Basically just run with this guy. That's my goal. Run with this guy. Yeah, you just put your teammate in a disadvantage again.
About to score.
You're taking a disadvantage fight. Like, if you're gonna live up here, it's just super important to stay alive so your team can come help you. Oh, the melee. Oh.
Hill incoming. Hill control.
Now it's still a 3v3. Okay, so I spawned Turbine, right? You're gonna say that. And so we were just an A, right? It's like, this is actually a really good spawn. It doesn't seem like it, but basically what's gonna happen is, you know, they're not A because, like, how you spawn in, right? So basically they're gonna spawn C, which they did, right? And I would capitalize on that.
Enemy team took the hill.
Gotta take that sniper and repulse. So the enemies really like to come from big door and green side right here, so you just gotta get sights to there. Like, go dice. No, don't push this way. You're gonna affect spawns negatively. So when you leave, when you're right here, you're spawning them like dummies, basically, and so you're just giving them free spawns. Like, this seems like a smart play. Like, I just got a big flank on this guy, right? But, like, I really want to flank one guy. I'd want to flank 2 or more, basically. Like, the more enemies you flank, the better.
Your team about to score.
And you think they're going to spawn A, which, I mean, good observation that you think that, but sense of, like, you left dummies open and how everyone is on the map, they're spawning. It might spawn A now, but I'm guessing, yeah, see, that guy just spawned dummies. I thought. Good no scope. That's why it's super important to have someone just on C, so, like, if they do spawn on that side, they're gonna spawn on the on turbine or scoreboard. They're not gonna spawn dummies. Yeah, you got a pinch right there. Fortunate.
Enemy team took the hill.
So you spawned A, right? So we're gonna look at our teammates, be like, all right, well, I got 3 up. Basically just go help your team. Camo is up though, so definitely play for that.
Control.
This is the first time I've seen you guys play for camo. Definitely work on your shot. I would definitely say that will help you out a lot. And also, we'll talk about more at the end of the video.
Hill control.
Oh, perfect position. Repulse. Yeah, if you have the repulse and camo, bait that repulse. Bait, repulse this guy off the map. Slowly sneak this way, repulse these guys off the map, right? See, they're at a disadvantage because they have 2 top tower. You could capitalize on that. Ooh, indecisiveness. This is a good route to go, actually. Stop right here. Right here. You could shoot this guy. I do this all the time to these people. Like, I'm going to nade and shoot this guy out. So he drops down, I get a free kill. And it basically breaks their setup a little bit. Okay, now...
Enemy team nearing victory.
Now, I would always clear my tower. Yeah. Like, we knew there was someone probably tower we didn't know about if he got killed, and I'd always think there's someone tower. See, one thing you can also do is you could just push up and come back mud, and like when they start dying, they spawn A and spawns flip, and you guys have an advantage. Sometimes that's what you need to do in this kind of game mode, just to get like an advantage, instead of just keep pushing from A all the way. So it looks like... So they spawn green. So yeah, you have a teammate C back mud. If you would notice that, you would have noticed like, alright, well I just spawned A, I have a teammate C. They're going to spawn scoreboard, or they're going to spawn green. This is actually, I think this is pretty smart. Just gotta be fast.
Team took the hill.
Yeah, I'll definitely work on your shot a little bit.
Hill control.
That's game. Alright, so, a few talking points. Definitely work on your shot a little bit more. Everyone can work on their shot, even the pros. Fight me for that. Your routes, you definitely take weird routes. If you start thinking about numbers all the time, your routes will get a bit better because you're thinking about how many people are alive and dead on the map and like what routes you can take and safe to take. But basically, just move cover to cover. Use cover more often. Don't give up a position so easily. I see you give up a position super easy all the time. But I also want you to start using more positions. Like, I didn't really see you go top tower unless you were trying to kill an enemy. I didn't really see you go C dice or pillars. Like, you just kind of held forward, it seemed like, more than you did hold a position. And someone does need to hold forward, but, like, you can hold a position, get a kill or two, or, like, deal damage and then push forward. Like, you don't have to hold a position, see an enemy, then hold forward. And then there was a few times you really messed up the spawns, and so I definitely think you should think about that. Like, yeah, it's cool to get to their spawns early. The pros do it, but you're doing it by yourself. The pros do it together. Like, it looks like on the POV, it only shows one POV on HCS. But there is, when you watch SSG push a spawn, it's not just Bound pushing that spawn. There's Legend, there's Stellar, there's Eco. They're right there pushing that spawn together. You can't push a spawn by yourself because you're gonna die. And then, like, it's good to die in enemy spawn, but it's bad. Like, it's a bad death right there because then you put your team at a disadvantage. So, like, in those instances, just stay close to your team and affect spawns for your team and the enemy in a good way for your team and a bad way for the enemy. So spawn them far away from the objective hill and don't push far away from the objective. Anyway, those are my talking points for you. I hope you guys learned something and you all have a great day.